A pleasant good evening to you all. Welcome to the Big Sky with your host Isaac Yami. Like always, welcome to the Big Sky, a show where we unravel the world of and aviation, basically. And today, like always, it's another episode where we get to have a guest, and this part of the series when we're starting off, we're just going to be introducing members of Flight Wings Aviation. So last week, if you haven't watched last week, please do check it on our video playlist and be blessed. Go and watch. I had a very interesting person, and it was interesting. So today, like always, I have a guest, and before then, I feel like today, if we had certain situations, the Tuesday, people wanted to answer questions, but then they couldn't. And basically, what happens if you're watching on YouTube? Basically, you need to like log in into your account, your Google account, so that you can comment. And if you're watching on Facebook, that's great because you can just comment. And as well, we welcome comments in our comment section. Please do engage with us because that's what we do. We engage with our viewers. And thank you so much if you're joining us. And if you haven't liked, subscribed, shared with your friends, please do so. Will exactly and appreciate it so greatly. So today I have an interesting person, and drum roll, please. Yes, my guest today
Hey.
is Tatenda Chinyani. I got that correctly.
Yes.
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 Hi, Tatenda.
Hi, Isaac. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I am doing just fine. Thank
You're
you.
just doing fine. Quick one.
Yeah.
How was your day? How was your day?
My day, it was okay. Not bad day. I was at home the whole day. Yeah.
Oh, happy
So,
African Day. You're
oh,
African,
thank
right?
you. Happy African. Yeah, I am African, of course.
Awesome. So,
Yeah.
welcome to the Big Sky, where we get to
Thank
unravel
you.
the world of aviation. Probably
Thank
you
you.
know the world of aviation more, but I believe we have viewers who do not know and who want to learn a lot. So today, like always, feel free to express yourself. Feel free to,
Sure.
show off that knowledge. Because I know you're gifted. I know you're talented. You're educated. Please show
Really?
off that knowledge. Give us that knowledge, and people
Sure.
will be blessed. So we start
Okay.
firstly by having you introduce yourself to our viewers,
Okay.
just to brief who you are, basically.
Okay. Oh, hello everyone. My name is Tatenda Chinyani, and I am a recent, okay, can I say recent? It's been like a year since I graduated with a degree in aviation management. Yeah, basically that's it.
Okay, so let's talk about your study background. Like, how did this come about? Like aviation and everything. Like,
Okay,
give us a bit
actually,
of background.
okay, actually, when I decided to do aviation, I it was actually not in my mind. My agent was saying you should decide on a program that you want to do in Cyprus, and I was like, okay, fine. Maybe I was thinking of something like business administration. That's what I was thinking. But then he said there are a list of programs that you can actually do. So I took a look and then I saw aviation management, and I'm pretty much of a management person. I said, okay, let me try this. I never had any information about aviation. I didn't know anything. I didn't know nothing. And when I went to Cyprus, University of Cairo, that's where I did my degree in aviation management. That's when I got to know this is actually an interesting program, and I enjoyed every moment of it, and I love it, which is actually it's actually a good program for me personally because it was new and getting to know more about it. It was something else. I really enjoyed it. And also when I saw aviation, I thought maybe I was gonna be a pilot or something. But then, and I'm afraid of that. But then there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more to it. There's a lot more to aviation that I realized the moment I got to start the program, which was quite interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there so that you don't
Okay.
preempty things that you need to
Okay.
like give us at the end.
Sure.
But then
Sure.
so like slightly like your background, did you see yourself in aviation at some point? Like maybe a weird dream, or maybe something like a hint, like, oh, but I think the way I liked science that time, I think it made me gravitate towards that. Like, is there any hint?
Actually, it's a different situation with me. I never saw myself in the aviation department. I was seeing myself in the banking sector, actually. Aviation, it was never in my mind. And I never liked sciences or anything. But yeah, so aviation wasn't really in my mind.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
interesting. Yeah,
it
it's
is.
I wasn't expecting this, but then it's good because I do believe to our viewers as well, because people make it seem as if you're born to be something else, you know, and then it gives
Yeah,
us pressure to some
true.
people because you're thinking you're ordinary,
Yes,
you might not be able to do this. But the honest truth is,
true,
if you focus, if you give your all and commitment,
true.
basically it
You can do
changes
it.
your life. So what does
Yeah,
aviation
true.
mean to you now? Like with all this knowledge, what does that mean to you now?
Aviation actually is life to me. Aviation is okay, since I've been studying aviation and I've been researching more about aviation and I've been getting to know all these opportunities that you can get in aviation, it has been something else to me because aviation can make you build like strong global networks, which is pretty much good, which I like the most. And it makes you travel. I love traveling, which is pretty much good. So aviation for me is actually a good program, and it was like a lock and key to me, which is something that I really wanted, but I never noticed that it's actually something that I can do.
Wow, that's amazing. I like the
Yeah.
fact that you said it was a lock. There was a lock and key situation, and then aviation sort of
Yeah.
like opened
Yes.
this
Mm-hmm.
platform and everything. And yeah, the name
Mm-hmm.
of the show is The Big Sky, Unlimited Possibilities. And when you look at the sky,
Okay.
it's so much, you know, it's so many
It's so
things.
much. It's
So
unlimited. Yeah.
let's talk about how aviation is in Zimbabwe currently. That's where you're from. So how is
Yeah, that's where I'm
aviation in
from.
Zimbabwe?
Okay, aviation in Zimbabwe. Okay, can I say it's a bit low or okay, not everyone know much about aviation in Zimbabwe. And people they don't really know much about it. They don't see much potential about the aviation about the aviation industry in Zimbabwe. Considering the number of flights that we have here, considering like the number of schools that gives these aviation programs, they are not much, which is something that I think in Zimbabwe they still need more awareness or more information about how important this industry is in Zimbabwe.
Awesome. This is where we step in as
Yeah,
Flight Wings Aviation,
yeah,
basically,
that's where we step in
to
as
to
Flight
to
Wings
educate
Aviation
and to inspire
to
and
educate
empower.
and yeah,
So let's
exactly.
talk about your position in Flight Wings Aviation.
Okay, my
What?
position in
Yes,
Flight Wings. Okay, I
yes.
am the admin and mentor, which is I am more responsible in presenting important information and also giving advice, mentoring the coming generation, the next generation of the aviators, those people who want to who want to venture into the aviation industry, but they don't know what procedures or how should they get to start the program, how should they get to do the program, because everyone just thinks maybe aviation is just all about being a pilot, uh, operating that aircraft, which is totally different. That's why some people they try to run away from it. Then That's where I come in now as a mentor. I can advise on the opportunities that you can get, um, whatever information that you want to know about the aviation industry. That's where we can delve into.
Yeah, awesome. On a scale of
Yeah.
1 to 10, do you think you're a good mentor?
Okay, I can actually be a good mentor. I can be one.
Ah, do
Yeah.
you think if roles were reversed and you're that young kid
Hmm.
and you're that young individual, you would
Yeah.
basically like really benefit from if you would have benefited more if you had a mentor. Do you look at it that way? Um,
If I had a mentor,
because
you mean if I had a mentor?
you're stepping into that
Yeah.
mood, you're stepping into that mode as well. So
Yes.
like obviously the
Yes.
importance, like, is it gonna like affect the way you're gonna be mentoring? Because you understand that if, let's say, if you were in
Hmm.
that position, you would have really appreciated.
Yes.
How do you look at it?
Yeah, of course. Of course, I was gonna appreciate it more because it's very unfortunate that I never had a mentor who can tell me on which program to do, on the advantages of this program, advantages of that. They were just like, okay, decide what you want and then do it. So it was very hard for me to decide on a program, which I think if I had a mentor who can tell me about a certain program, I was gonna know more about it and I was gonna get more interest in that in the program than I was.
Yeah, I also agree. I also agree in the sense that
Hmm.
I think maybe I don't want to be like, I don't want to say or sound as if I lived in the Stone Age, but I feel like there's a lot of things going on now. So you might
Yes.
be confused. You know, I feel like when I was growing up, either you're a doctor or a pilot, or you're
Hmm.
someone else, or you're nobody. Like it was just basically like that. But then now there's so
Hmm.
many things that you can be, and I feel like you can
Hmm.
be bombarded with information, and basically you would definitely need
Yeah,
a mentor. And
there's
I
a lot
appreciate
of
the fact
information you
that
can get. Yeah.
Flywings Aviation is really moving into this mentoring platform because it's
Yes, which
very,
is
very
very
important,
important. True.
especially for careers like aviation. And
Like aviation, yeah.
you mentioned that most of the time people think aviation is just flying around, which is fine. But then,
Hmm.
what are the other misconceptions of aviation, and you think you would want to shed light into and debunk some of these things?
Okay. Many people they think that you need to study sciences for you to in high school for you to go and start the aviation program. You need to have a lot of money in your homes for you to go and start studying this aviation program, or maybe you need to have, for example, like very high grades or maybe A plus or A stars in high school for you to start this, which is totally different. You can actually start the aviation program with not very high grades. Of course, you need to have like good
I'm like,
grades,
are
but
you
it
encouraging
doesn't
people
mean,
to
yeah.
flang? Yeah, but I get
No,
it.
no, no, no. I'm not encouraging. Of course, I'm not encouraging people to flunk. But then, if you have good grades, you can as well start the aviation program. That's why Flight Wings Aviation, we are there. We can mentor you. We can encourage you on which school to go to, on which university you can study, or given the money situations, we can also advise on that, how best you can do your program. Yes, you want to do this aviation program but you don't have enough money, we can also advise on that. There are scholarships, there are some schools which are offering scholarships which you can go to. So yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And sorry, we're gonna go back to Fly Wings Aviation because there's a reason. I think there's a reason why we're
Yeah,
here anyways.
true,
Like, what do you
true.
think? Like, what do you think from the administration perspective? Like, what do you think Fly Wings Aviation is gonna introduce differently in this aviation industry?
Like we talking about Flight Wings aviation is all about equipping, empowering, and
Inspire.
inspiring. It's gonna be totally different. And also we have the junior aviation certificate, we have the program of for the next generation, which are going to be taking this junior aviation certificate, which also helps them to know about the aviation, and they when they go out there, they know exactly what they are studying, they know exactly what they are doing, they won't be having confusion. It was very unfortunate for some of us, because we never knew about the program, we never knew about what we were going to do. And yeah, I think
Let's talk.
flight wings aviation.
Let's talk slightly about
Okay.
the course, like the course, like what are
Okay.
we looking into? You've done aviation before, so like what are we
Yes.
looking into?
Uh-huh.
And then let's say a young individual. What age are we
Hmm.
targeting, by the way? Is that
We are
high school?
targeting the high school students mostly, the young age, who have an interest in the aviation industry, or also those who doesn't have the interest, but they want to know more
Find
about
obvious.
it. Yeah, they want to know, okay, what is this all about, what is this aviation all about. So yeah,
Yeah, so entirely ignorance is not bliss, right? So it's
it's
we're
not.
actually welcoming people to actually give it a
to
shot,
to
and
actually.
then
Hmm.
obviously that, and
Yeah.
we like slightly in the middle of the program, and I'm gonna mention
Okay.
to our viewers you should stick around because there's a question that's gonna go on, and if you answer it correctly, we'll give you a promo code for you to have our course for free for a couple of time, months and time.
Months.
So please do
Okay.
stay with us, and you will see something going on. We have something in store for you. So now, on a very sad note, COVID came, and then it did what it did,
Yeah.
and like what does that mean to you, like when you saw COVID coming in, and then aviation was one of those things where you're sitting around and think, me, I'm good, I'm fine. If I
Yeah.
become a pilot, I'm gonna die rich, or if I do this, I'm gonna die rich. And then all of a sudden you see like organizations like these airlines firing people, and then you're thinking,
Mm,
what does this mean? Like,
yeah.
take me back to that moment. These are one of the secure careers,
Mm,
aviation, because
yeah.
people
True.
usually do them for money, Like if you know that you're
Yeah.
gonna be a pilot, straight up, you're gonna be
Mhm.
rich and rich and rich and rich. And then now all of a
Mhm.
sudden the world turns. Like, take me back.
Mhm.
What was going through your mind?
Okay. What was going through my mind?
Yeah, you're
Ha.
about to
To be
finish, yeah?
honest, I could.
That was like slightly before you
Yeah.
finish, right? Yeah, like,
That was after I finished. Actually, slightly after I finished, because I graduated 2020 January. That's when I
oh,
graduated, and then COVID
oh,
came in March. So
ah,
it was just something else. I had applied for a job at this company. I had done my internship in that company, which was, and I thought, okay, definitely I'm going to get a job in this company. They said I should send my CV, I should give them everything. I sent everything, and they said I should wait for the reply. Okay, COVID came. They said we should wait. So it was something else, because I thought my future is now settled, or I'm no longer going back to Africa, because I I'm gonna get a job in Turkey, which was
someone says Africa. I'm like, when someone says I don't go
yeah.
back to Africa, there's nothing wrong with Africa, by the way, people. Happy Africa Day, yeah? Yes,
Yes,
the
happy
way you
Africa.
said it,
Of
but then
course we
go on.
love. Of course we. Of course we love Africa. But then it was something else. I could not take it. I could not. I felt like my life has just ended. This COVID-19 was just something else. Yeah.
Wow, that's genuine.
Yeah.
I think globally we have this unemployment thing going on. Like, it's very difficult to
Yeah.
secure a job,
True.
and then imagine the pandemic happens. But
Yes.
I still feel like aviation in terms of opportunities, maybe they're shutting down a little, but then obviously we still
Mm-hmm.
need to move around things all over the world globally. So
Of course, yeah.
somehow, some way, aviation will still be
Somewhere.
relevant, and it's gonna always be relevant. So
Very true.
let's talk about currently what you're up to, apart from just flight wings aviation, and what are you working on, and how is this going to aid your involvement in flight wings aviation, and why did you choose to
Mm-hmm.
be part of flight wings aviation as well?
Okay, I am currently working for my dad. Actually, he has a radiator company. He specializes in radiators, and I'm also in the administration department, which is actually good for me because that's what I'm doing as well in the flight wings aviation. Um, it's something that is quite interesting working for your dad, yeah. But then it's not something that you really want. It's not something that I had planned I was gonna be doing. I never saw myself in the the radiator company. You know how it is.
But is it not slightly
So it was
engineering though? Is it not slightly engineering somehow? Like,
somehow it falls under
because the
engineering, but
radiators
you
in
know
a plane,
the
right?
just the fact, just yeah, yeah, they do. Just the fact that you are fixing radiators, it was never my thing. It was never my thing. And there's actually my dad's friend, he was laughing at me, okay, why did you go on to do aviation management when your dad doesn't have an aircraft? See where you are now. You were supposed to go and do something that is linked to where you are now. And I was like, okay, fine. One day I'll be there. One day I'll be
Yeah,
there.
that was
But
some
look at
shade.
me
That was
now.
some
I'm
shade.
working for I'm now working for
Flying.
flight wings aviation, which was my dream actually. It came to my, okay, what can I say? I don't know. It came to my rescue from my dad's friend because he was saying, okay, look where you are now. Why did you go on to do aviation management when your dad doesn't even own an aircraft? You should have chosen something that is linked to where you are. But I am very happy that I got to be part of flight wings aviation, which is pretty much cool, something that I like, something that I love.
Yeah, awesome. I like that motivation that it's like if you grow up in a family that doesn't have a mansion or a car, it doesn't specifically mean that you're not supposed to work towards
You're not
gaining that,
supposed.
because
True,
it doesn't specifically mean that you're not going to get it as
true.
well. And then I'm thinking of flight, like an
You're not gonna
airplane. Who
get
has an
it.
airplane in their house? Like nobody. Jets are actually quite expensive, but then it pushes on and then it moves on, and
I
so
know.
forth. So let's talk about
Hmm.
the future of aviation in general. Like, what do you see, and what do you envision where aviation is moving towards? I know at some point Corona is gonna end, like, or maybe the way the intensity is
Yeah,
gonna come
true.
down.
Of it's gonna
But what are
end.
you looking at, and like, what are you focusing that could just be something that's revolutionary?
Of course, aviation industry is it's a promising industry, and it has been growing so fast. So I think it's gonna be one of the best industries, one of the richest industries in the world, because nowadays there's nothing you can do without aviation. There's people, they are traveling a lot. People they are trading their goods and services, which are being imported from other countries. So aviation is just, it's gonna be one of the best industries. That's what I think.
Awesome. And I look at it as well, like I'm quite a newbie in
Yeah.
this industry, or like, and I'm glad I'm being ushered
Okay.
into aviation, and I believe by the end of wherever or
Mm-hmm.
whenever I would have amassed so
Which is
much
actually
knowledge.
great.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite excited that I might end up
Yeah.
becoming a right brother after all. I might end up being a right brother,
True.
and then be part of this great being part of this
True.
great team and everything and stuff. And
Yes. True.
I promised. I think last week we had asked a question about When did the Concorde land in Zimbabwe? I believe that was the question that we had last week, and yes, and
Okay.
the answer to that is 1993. I don't I was born
Mhm.
slightly before. I'm not gonna mention as if like I'm super duper old,
Before.
but
Okay.
I was definitely born slightly before. But then I got an opportunity to
Okay.
see also the Concorde at some time because it came back as well. And I remember that time, and then it was something amazing
Hmm.
and everything. And I was so privileged and so forth. So the answer to the question, when did the Concorde land for the first time in Zimbabwe? That was 1993. Yes. So for today, with a couple of minutes that we left, we're gonna hit you with another question, and it goes by. Okay, let me show it. Yes, the quote is: "Who say the famous quote? The future is in the sky." Yes, the future is in the sky. You're watching Big Sky, the Big Sky. Do you know who say this? Before, no, you don't need to spoil it. But do you think you know who it is? Tatenda, do you think you know who it is?
Um, let's give it to the floor.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! She doesn't know. And you know, hint. It's actually something. It's actually it's like actually very very close. You know, it's actually very close. The person is actually very very
Okay.
close. Yeah. So like always, this is the question: who saved the famous quote? The
Okay, so
future
you
is
can
in
give
the
people
sky.
the clue.
Yeah. The person is not European. By the way, people think, oh my goodness, European. So
Hmm.
the person is not European. Oh,
Yeah.
he is, but then yes, okay, fine. He's European, but not that type of European. He's not from the West. Yeah, he's not from the West.
Okay.
That what's that? Where's the UK? Like, yeah, whatever. Like now my geographical abilities are failing me, but it's not in the UK. It's someone else. He's not
Okay.
English. He's not English, but then he barely say the statement as well. So who say
Okay.
the famous quote, "The future is in the sky," and this will be up in the next 2 minutes as I wrap this interview with Tatenda Chinyani. So if you do know the answer to this, please do comment in the comment section. Like I said, if you're on YouTube, please log in. There's no other way you're gonna comment. If you're on Facebook, that means you have a Facebook account, so you can comment
Mhm.
on that. So I've been asking. I literally forgot to ask this Mishael last time, but then I'm gonna ask you as well. Have you watched the movie called Sally?
Okay.
I said I'm gonna ask every
Sally.
person who's gonna Sally.
Um,
SULLY.
no.
No,
No, I haven't watched it.
really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome, you didn't watch it, but it's fine. It's fine. It's good.
Yes,
It's
I
good. Because I want to
haven't.
check who loves his
Okay.
aviation, who loves their aviation, because it's an amazing movie. If you haven't watched it, please do.
They.
It's yeah. Go on,
Okay. Okay, fine. I'll
go
go
on.
on and watch it. I'll go and watch it.
Yeah, it's
I'll
called
go and
Sally.
watch
It's
it.
amazing. Um,
Mm,
if you're not gonna get
okay.
inspired, I the next course is on me. Whoever I don't know whoever doesn't answer this question or
True.
whatever. The next course is on me. I'll pay for the next Fly Wings course for someone else
Okay, you can.
random.
Yeah, 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 the next course is on you. You you have to take the courses. You have to.
I know, but I'm like generally
You
I'm
have.
I'm talking about that because it was a very inspiring movie. It's about it's about
Okay.
aviation as well, and it's very deep. And
Yeah.
I think I might actually find questions from that movie, and then that's a hint to our audience as well. If you haven't watched Sully,
Okay.
please do. So every visitor, every
Mm-hmm.
guest that comes on the show, I'm gonna ask them, "Have you watched
Okay.
Sully?" It's a great movie. So as we wrap up,
Okay.
I just want to say thank you first of all. Thank you for making time to grace
Mm-hmm.
us in this on this platform. And do you have any final words you want to say to anybody who's watching, specifically that one person who might watch this randomly on YouTube and is thinking, I am stuck,
Mm-hmm.
I'm head over heels. Sometimes I feel like I dream so big, like
Mm-hmm.
give us something, give us something. You're mental,
Mm-hmm.
just give us something.
Okay, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Okay, sometimes you may feel you cannot make it again in life. Sometimes you cannot, you might, you're capable of doing anything or of doing the things that you like most. Get up on your feet, do it. Just take that next step. You can do it. You are capable
Awesome,
of anything. You can do anything. Yeah.
we heard it from our mentor, Tatenda Chinyani. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for gracing us again. It's
Thank
weird
you so
online.
much
I
for
can't
having
online.
me.
I can't reach my hand for a physical contact. But then it's all right.
It's okay.
So much love from the viewers, I
It's
believe,
okay.
and so much love in this platform in this
For
studio.
sure.
So thank you so much for everyone who watched
Mhm.
and who say the famous quote, "The future is in the sky." Okay, fine. If you do come next week and then you have the answer, yeah, you just tell us. So I'm gonna give people a whole entire week, and maybe that's half of the course, maybe, because
Mhm.
you're supposed to get the whole course, but then I'm thinking, let me not be that too generous because I'm giving you a week to answer the question. Or oh, maybe I will be generous. So
You should have given them you should have given them like a clue. That wasn't an enough clue. Maybe the initials or something.
oh, the initial is the person is a male, and then the name he
Okay.
starts with the letter M. So yeah, like I said, he's not English. He's not
And
English. So yeah, preferably he's not English. So who
okay.
said the famous quote, "The future
Okay.
is in the sky"? And like always, thank you so much, Tatenda Chinyani. I wish you all the best in this journey, and I'm very privileged to be having this
Thank you.
opportunity to be graced by aviators. And who knows, I might be owning a jet, and I might be even flying it, or
You never
anything else.
know. You
You
never
never know. Like
know. You
they
never
say,
know.
you're never too old
Yeah.
for anything if you give
For
it the shot that
anything.
it needs. Yes.
True.
So thank you so much to our viewers
True.
for watching. If you're watching us live, thank you so much for sparing your time. And if you're gonna watch us later, it's still fine, which is great. And please do like, subscribe, share with your friends. Flight wings to the world. Tell your friends to tell your friend, another friend, and friends and friends and friends that we're here to stay. And you've been watching the Big Sky, where we unravel the unlimited possibilities of of the sky, basically. So, bye everyone
Yeah.
from Flight Wings and Aviation team. It is bye for now.